everybody, TK here, and recently I have been watching some videos from a little YouTuber known as Gwyn Collects. She's a very, very fun figure YouTuber. She doesn't collect the same figures that I do. She collects scale figures, usually, like scale or those big giant statues. Figures that I don't collect. I very much am into figmas and nendoroids. You can see my collections back there. I'm very, very proud of my collections. Those are the figures that I primarily collect, with some exceptions here and there. I dabble here and there, but for the most part, those are my collections. And I have been really enjoying her channel. She is a very small channel, but I have been really enjoying it. I've just been throwing her videos on in the background. She's just a very fun, enjoyable channel. Definitely go check her out if you're into anime or anime figures. Just a very fun channel to just kind of throw on in the background and just kind of watch while you're doing some housework or something. That's just what I've been doing. I find her incredibly enjoyable. I have been really enjoying her videos because she very much gives off the persona of someone who's just having fun, who's just enjoying the hobby, and I can really, really respect that in somebody. So I really, really like her videos, and she has done a few videos where she goes over all of her pre-orders. Like, the year starts and she goes over all of the pre-orders, like all the figures she's pre-ordered. And I thought this was so fun. I really enjoyed watching hers that I thought this would be really fun to do for myself, because I recently got into the Big Bad Toy Store hype train. I hopped on that hype train. I used to use Amazon. I used to have to wait all the way for figures to be released on Amazon, and then I got so unbelievably sick of it that I finally decided to check out the Big Bad Toy Store, which is the one that everybody says is the way to go. And yes, now that I have started it, it is absolutely the way to go. Big Bad Toy Store is amazing. It is so easy to pre-order things or cancel them if you need to. You know, shit happens. If you have to cancel things, you have to cancel things. And Big Bad Toy Store is so fucking convenient. They get everything. Like, the second a fucking figure is announced by Good Smile on Twitter, I get to go to Big Bad Toy Store and pre-order it if I want it. That's amazing. That is not something you get to do with Amazon. You have to wait months for Amazon to get it, and that's how I used to do it, but I have recently jumped onto the Big Bad Toy Store thing. I've moved all my pre-orders from Amazon over to Big Bad Toy Store. I am so stoked for the future. I think it's going to be just a wonderful thing to just get figures throughout the year as I have them pre-ordered. I'm really fucking excited about it. But I thought this would be such a fun thing to go through all of my pre-orders and just talk and shoot the shit and talk about it. I'm going to give you all that. Now, unfortunately, my channel's not that high tech, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to like throw up like pictures of the figures there, so I apologize for that. It should be fairly self-explanatory what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it, so hopefully that's not a deal breaker. But this is going to be a very fun, probably very long video. So yeah, because I have a shit ton of pre-orders. I counted them before I started. I have 25 currently. I currently have got 25 figures pre-ordered that are going to come out over the course of the next couple years, and I am really fucking excited for almost all of these. I will address real quick that, you know, life is ruthless, shit happens, money is tight, and there is absolutely a possibility for some of these figures to get canceled. So if you never see reviews of one of these figures, that is probably why. Although, honestly, all the ones I'm going to talk about in this, I really don't have any intention of canceling. I want all of these figures that I'm going to talk about. They are all from shows that I love. They are all characters that I love, and I want them all. So I can't really see myself pre-ordering them unless, you know, times get really, really rough, but shit happens, you know. I can't tell the future, and, you know, the life is an unpredictable and ruthless thing. So that's the fun thing I'm going to talk about before we jump into my list of pre-orders. I think this is going to be so much fun. So we're kicking it off with an absolute banger, one of my most anticipated figures of the year, and hopefully I'm going to get this one pretty damn soon. That is the Anya SH Figuarts from Spy Family, one of my favorite characters. I love Anya to death, and this figure is going to be just amazing. I'm not that big in SH Figuarts. I much prefer Figmas, but I do have the Gojo. You can see right there the Satoru Gojo SH Figuart. It's a wonderful figure. I am definitely very excited to get the Figma to replace it, but the Anya SH Figuarts I think is going to be a great figure. The only thing I will say about the Anya SH Figuarts, I think they nailed it in every aspect. I think the size is really good. I like the faces that they included. I like the accessories that they included. The only thing that I'm a little bit hesitant on is their decision to put her in the standard Anya outfit, the one that she has on in the orphanage in the very first episode. I would have much preferred if they gave her either the Eden College outfit or maybe something else, like just like the mini SH Figuarts. I did get that recently. I love that figure, but I'm very excited to get the SH Figuarts one just because it's a more standard, you know, action figure. I can pose it. I can have some fun with it with my other figures. Put her in weird poses, like doing like her like the super shocked expression, or doing one of her devious thing like with the huge smile face. I just think it's gonna be such a fun figure. I'm so stoked for it. It's one of my favorite anime characters. I love Anya to death. This is easily in my top 5 most hyped figures right right now, and I really hope I get it soon. I know some people have been getting it. It's supposed to come out in December, which is this month, although these things do get pushed back a lot. Like, a lot of these could absolutely be pushed back, so I have no control over that whatsoever. That's all Big Bad Toy Store and all of their doing, so this could get pushed back more. I really hope I get it soon, because this is easily one of my most anticipated figures. I'm so hyped for this, and Anya SH Figuarts just sounds so awesome. So that's the first one, and it doesn't slow down, because the next one is quite possibly the figure I am the absolute most excited for of probably just about all of these. None of these really, I think I would actually say I'm more excited for than this figure, and it is one that I'm sure a lot of you probably already know. It is the Figma Rin Shima from Laid Back Camp, one of my all-time favorite anime series. I adore Laid Back Camp, and Rin Shima is the main character, along with Nadeshiko. I have the Nadeshiko Figma right there. This is currently one of my favorite action figures in my collection. I adore that figure, and I think the Rin is going to be just as fucking phenomenal. I love the character almost the exact same amount. I like Nadeshiko like maybe this much more than Rin. I love Rin to death though, and I cannot wait for this Figma. I cannot wait to get her and put her right up there next to Nadeshiko on the shelf. She's going to be such an amazing piece on the shelf. I think she is just going to be an absolutely god tier figure. I am so fucking stoked for her. I did get the DX one, of course. I cannot wait. It comes with so much stuff. I love that it comes with the alternate sitting legs in her chair. It comes with the blanket accessory, just like Nadeshiko, so I can put them up there. I have you can't see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see if I bring it up. You can kind of see it right there next to Soe. I have my Nadeshiko in the blanket with the in the blanket next to a campfire. So I want to get the Rin and put them together. I think it looks so awesome. So this is easily probably my #1 most excited figure right now. I cannot fucking wait for this figure. Next up, another absolutely huge one, the Your SH Figuarts, Your Forger from Spy Family. This one should go without saying. Absolutely fucking cannot wait for this. SH Figuarts, Your Forger, amazing character from an amazing anime that I love. Cannot wait for this. Super stoked. Yeah, I'm definitely more excited for Yor than I am Lloyd, although we're going to talk about Lloyd very soon, but Yor, cannot wait for this. Looks phenomenal. Definitely super stoked for this. Next up is the Anya Nendoroid. Of course, I got the Anya Nendoroid as well because Anya looks absolutely amazing. This one is in the Eden College outfit, so that is really awesome. I cannot wait just to add another Anya. This will be my 3rd Anya. So yeah, amazing. Cannot wait. Looks like an amazing Nendoroid. I did not pre-order Yor or Lloyd. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on the Yor and Lloyd Nendo. I will say the Yor Nendoroid does look kind of good, so I might end up getting that one in the future because it does look pretty fucking good. The Lloyd one, though, I don't really think I'm going to get that because, well, I'll talk about that in a second. Actually, you know, we'll just talk about it right now. It's a couple more figures down the line, but the Lloyd SH Figuarts as well to go with Anya, and You're absolutely stoked for this, obviously. I really do like Lloyd as a character. I want to make that very clear. I actually really like Lloyd, Agent Twilight, as a character. I do. I wouldn't say I like him as much as you or Anya for sure, but I do very much like him as a character, and especially in a couple of the recent episodes, he was extremely cool. I really liked the one, and the first couple episodes of Core 2, there was some pretty great stuff with him, like him disguising as the one dude that Keith was trying to kill with the dogs. Super cool little bit there, and I did really like Lloyd in that whole act. And then, you know, what goes on with Anya, the fucking bomb and stop written in ketchup on the door. That was amazing, man. Oh, Spy Family Core 2 has been absolutely phenomenal. Let me just say that. If you like Spy Family Core 1 and you haven't picked up Core 2 yet, you need to. Core 2 is absolutely the best part of the show. It's better than Core 1. Core 1 was amazing, but Core 2 is phenomenal. So definitely pick it back up. And the opening is so fucking good. Oh my god. Bump of Chicken is such an amazing band. Love that band. Alrighty, next up is going to be another absolutely huge one, the Figma Megumi. Oh my lord, I am so fucking stoked for this Megumi Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, and I cannot wait for this. This Figma looks amazing. I love that he comes with one of the demon dogs. That is so awesome. They just went above and beyond with that. I can't wait to get all of the Jujutsu Kaisen Figmas together, have Yuji and Gojo in them, and then have the demon dog off the side, and Nobara, of course. We'll talk about Nobara later on in the video. super stoked for this. The Figma looks amazing. I will admit, of all of the Figmas I have pre-ordered, which is quite a few, this is probably the one I'm the least excited for, just because the other ones are more exciting for me, because at the end of the day, Megumi is a very basic, simple design. He just has the Jujutsu Sorcerer outfit, but I do really love that he includes the Demon Dog. That's awesome. I think the Figma's gonna be amazing. I love Figmas to death, so keep that in mind when I say that this is the one I'm the least excited for, but I'm still fucking beyond stoked for this figure. It's going to be such an amazing figure. I cannot wait to get it. Next up, another one I'm very, very excited for, the Mob Nendoroid Shigeo Kageyama from Mob Psycho 100. Recently became a big fan of Mob Psycho 100. Wouldn't say I'm a massive fan. I still have my issues with the show. I have really been enjoying Season 3. Season 3 has been amazing. I can easily say I think Season 3 is the best season of the show. But I have been really, really enjoying it. And I love the Mob Nendoroid. I don't have Reagan pre-ordered, actually. First of all, because he's sold out, unfortunately. But I was kind of thinking about getting the Pop-Up Parade Reagan, because I kind of like the idea of getting Reagan in all of his glory, not a Nendoroid, and because I love the look of the Mob Nendoroid. The Mob Nendoroid looks amazing. I love that it includes an alternate head where he's going crazy and his hair is all spiked up and he has like the shadows on his face. That's awesome. And I love the big one that he includes Dimple. You get Dimple that you can put on the stand and you can have him floating next to him. So I do only have Mob pre-ordered, so that is how I'm going to go about this. I'm so stoked for this figure. It looks absolutely spectacular. Genuinely probably one of my top 5 Nendos that I have pre-ordered. I have a ton of Nendos pre-ordered, so this is in my top 5. I'm really, really excited for this one. Next up, another absolutely massive one, the Junko Enoshima Nendoroid. The Junko fucking Enoshima Nendoroid. So stoked for this. Junko's my favorite Danganronpa character. I adore Danganronpa. For any of you people who think that I have fallen out of love with Danganronpa, get that thought out of your head right the fuck now. The thing with Danganronpa is it's much more of a game series than an anime. And yes, Danganronpa is not my favorite anime of all time anymore. It has been overthrown by quite a few shows at this point. Reincarnated Slime, ReZero, I would say, are above Danganronpa for me now. Those are my 2 favorite animes of all time easily, but I still love Danganronpa to death. It's an amazing, amazing fucking series. I love it to death. I love the anime to death. It's still easily in my top 10. It's probably number 3 after those 2. It's probably number 3. And once again, it's much more of a game series than an anime, and I love the games. So yes, I still absolutely adore Danganronpa. If you think that I don't love it anymore, if you think I've abandoned Danganronpa, please get that thought out of your head and out the fucking door, because I love Danganronpa. Can you not tell that I love Danganronpa? So, Junko Enoshima Nendoroid, this is God tier. I pre-ordered this the second it went up. This was actually the very first figure I pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store. This is when I did get into the Big Bad Toy Store craze, was when this Nendo went up and I could not get it on Amazon, and I was absolutely pissed, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going over to Big Bad Toy Store, and yeah, haven't looked back since. So yeah, Junko Enoshima Nendoroid, this is a big, big one. I am so stoked for this. Oh, another absolutely massive one. Every single one of these is absolutely massive, honestly. The Toru Nendoroid from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, one of my favorite animes of all time. I adore Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Toru, I love Toru to death. I'll be honest, I'm really, really excited for this Nendoroid, but I'm really holding out hope that they will give us a Figma Toru eventually. I'm really holding out hope that we'll get a Figma Toru and a Figma Elma as well. That would just be so awesome. Maybe when Season 3 finally comes out, they'll give us a Figma Toru and Elma. I'm really, really hoping for that. I really, really hope they do that. But I'm super, super stoked for the Toru Nendoroid because I love Toru. I love Dragon Maid. This was another one that I pre-ordered immediately upon getting it. Absolutely stoked for this figure. Next up, another absolutely massive one, the Figma Eris Boreas Grey Rat from Mushoku Tensei. I'll admit, I'm not the biggest Mushoku Tensei fan. I loved part 1 of Mushoku Tensei. I did not really care for part 2 very much. I will definitely be watching season 2 when it comes out because once again, I loved part 1. Part 1 was a masterpiece. Part 2, less so in my opinion. But I really loved Eris. Eris as a character. I loved her development throughout part 2. That was one of the things I did love about part 2, was just everything about Eris. Her development throughout that show was immaculate. It was like high Q level. So amazing. I love the character, and this Figma looks fucking amazing. I hope they do a Roxy to go with her. I will definitely pick it up because I do kind of like Roxy a little bit more than Eris, but Eris is an amazing character that I love. I think the Figma looks amazing. I love the sword on the back. That is so, so cool. I can't wait to get her in poses with that. That's gonna look fucking awesome. Cannot wait for this Figma. Honestly, this is probably one of the Figmas I'm most excited for. Very, very excited for this. Oh my goodness, another big one. Honestly, all of these are absolutely massive, honestly. Except for maybe like 1, 2, Yeah, okay, a couple of them are most of these are really, really big ones, but next up is the L Nendoroid, the L 2.0 from Death Note. I did not pre-order Light yet. I'm probably gonna pick up Light at some point in the future, once he's released. I don't know. I just pre-ordered L because he's the one I needed because I love L. He's my favorite character from Death Note, and I absolutely had to get, and I absolutely had to have this one. I just want him on my shelf so bad. I love L as a character, and yeah, once this was unveiled that this was coming out, I'm absolutely stoked for it. Like I said, I will probably end up getting Light as well, but I'm probably just gonna wait for him to release, and I might even wait like a couple months after that to finally get him. He might end up being like a luxury buy somewhere down the road, but I don't really feel the absolute need to have Light. I definitely need L though, so I did pre-order him. Very, very stoked for that figure. That is going to be such an awesome Nendoroid. Another absolutely massive one, the Marin Kitagawa Nendoroid. This was another one that as soon as this went up, I pre-ordered this literally within milliseconds of it being dropped. My Dress Up Darling is is at the moment my favorite romance anime of all time and is currently still in my top 10 of all time. I loved My Dress Up Darling so many times, so much. I've watched it 3 times, watched it as it was airing, as the English dub was airing, binged it another time, and I recently binged it again. It's such amazing, amazing romance anime. The characters are so amazing. The development that they have, Marin, the way that Marin just slowly falls for Gojo is such a beautiful and amazing anime. I love My Dress Up Darling to death. I know people talk about My Dress Up Darling is overrated because of all the fan service, and yes, I'll contend, I will absolutely admit that My Dress Up Darling has a ton of fan service, but do you think I care about fan service? No, dude. The fan service only makes the show better for me. I'm a fucking High School DxD fan. I love My Dress Up Darling. I am so stoked for this Nendoroid. It's easily one of the ones I'm most excited for. Honestly, this is actually no, aside from one, this is the Nendoroid that I am the second most excited for. There's one more that I'm a little bit more excited for, and we're going to talk about that very soon. But the next one is probably easily among the top 5 most exciting figures of this entire video, the Figma Denji. Oh dear God, I know people are hating on this figure because they think the SH Figuarts looks better. Very hot take here, I'm sure, but I did not like the look of the SH Figuarts one at all. I much prefer the look of the Figma one. Just keep in mind, I love Figmas to death. You can see my collection up there. I absolutely love Figmas. Figmas are fucking amazing. I love them so much, and there's so many that I am still trying to hunt down, actually. So I love Figmas, and for me, this Figma Denji is going to be just god tier. I'm sure once I get him, I'm actually probably going to sell off my Nendoroid Denji, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really like this figure all that much, honestly. It's not bad, but I just don't like having Denji as a Nendoroid. I'm very excited to get him as a Figma up there, and then I'll probably sell off the Denji. It's not a bad Nendoroid. Let me make that clear. It's not a bad Nendoroid, but I just don't. It's not a character that I want in Nendoroid form. At least not, and then not have him in that. So Figma Denji, easily top 5 most excited thing, and Chainsaw Man absolutely rules. I'm watching the dub. I've migrated over to the dub of Chainsaw Man. I just don't really like watching subbed anime that much personally. It's a personal thing. I'm sorry. I just don't really like watching subbed anime all that much. I much prefer dubs, and I think the Chainsaw Man dub absolutely rules. Sarah Lee Ann, oh my God, Sarah Lee Ann, you are an absolute gift to humanity. You are so fucking perfect. I love Sarah Lee Ann so much. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man dub is amazing. And okay, Sarah Lee Ann is amazing, but shout outs to whoever voices Aki and Himino, because they crushing it. Amazing, amazing job. I love their takes on the characters. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so that's a huge one, Figma Denji. Love this figure. I can't believe that people think the SH Figuarts one looks better. It looks so poorly painted, so poorly sculpted, and the thing I can't stand the most about it is that it doesn't come with an alternate Denji head. What are you thinking there, SH Figuarts? You've got to include an alternate Denji head. They don't even include, I don't think they included a Pochita either, and the Figma comes with a Pochita, so I don't know what people think the SH Figuarts one looks better. I think the Figma one looks better in every way. The only thing I'll give you that the SH Figuarts one has over the Figma is that I like that the SH Figuarts has blood on the chainsaws. That's the only thing I will give you. And I will definitely pre-order Power as soon as she goes up for pre-order. I've literally been checking every single day if she's gone up for pre-order yet, because they showed her off. They haven't put her up for pre-order yet. I've been checking every single day because I love Power. Probably just because Sarah Lee Ann, oh my God. I didn't even really like Power that much in the sub. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even really like her all that much in the sub, but oh dear God, as soon as I heard Sarah Lee Ann as her, oh my God, I need it. I need it. Another reason why we need a Toru Figma so I can have them both. That would be fucking awesome. Anyway. Oh my god, that's like a fever dream right there. Holy shit, I think I just literally described heaven. Alrighty, the next one, another absolutely huge one. This is easily another one of my top 5 most excited figures right now. The nendoroid Kana Kamui from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. My favorite Dragon Maid character. I love Kana. This is the nendoroid this is the one that I'm most excited for. This is the one that beat Maureen out. I cannot fucking wait for this figure. Honestly, I don't even need a figma of Kana. Nendoroid will be absolutely perfect. She is the kind of character that I want a nendoroid for. Amazing. This is gonna be a god tier nendoroid. This is gonna be a nendoroid worth telling your fucking children about, man. Cannot wait for the Kana Kamui nendoroid. This was one that when it dropped, I literally was like, immediately, we're talking like nanoseconds after it dropped, I pre-ordered that shit. I cannot effing wait for this fucking figure. All right, this is one I actually just pre-ordered a couple of hours ago, literally. The Nendoroid Chiho from The Devil is a Part-Timer. Not a gigantic fan of The Devil is a Part-Timer, but I really like Chiho. She's probably my favorite character. I do really like Urushihara as well, but that's probably just because of Aaron Dismuke, because Aaron Dismuke is the shit. But yeah, Urushihara is really great, but I really love Chiho. She's a great character. I did like season 1 of Devil is a Part-Timer. I haven't finished season 2 yet. I've watched most of it. It's good, but it's missing something. That's it. It's just missing something. It's got the characters and the writing down. It's just missing something. There's something about it that just doesn't make me keep coming back to it. I will finish it eventually, and I know season 3 is coming out. I am a fan of the show, just not an absolutely massive one, but I thought this nendoroid looks amazing. Like, seriously, this nendoroid looks so good. I love the outfit, the McRonald's outfit, and I love the pigtail. She looks awesome, honestly. This nendoroid looks so good, and it's a very cheap nendoroid as well. I think it's only like 40 bucks, 45 or 40 bucks. So yeah, I can definitely afford that for this figure. I think it's going to be a great figure, and I'm excited for this one. So yeah. All right, another pretty big one, the Nendoroid Ilulu, again from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Yes, I pre-ordered all 3 of the Dragon Maid Nendoroids. Are you surprised? You definitely shouldn't be. I'm stoked for this. I kind of sound like a broken record at this point, but Ilulu Nendoroid, fuck yes. I love Ilulu as a character. I will admit, I would have definitely taken an Elma or a Fafnir or a Lukawa over Ilulu before Ilulu. Like, they could give us Ilulu, but give us Elma, Fafnir, and Lukawa first, because, you know, they came first, and I love them a little bit more. So maybe I would have preferred them first, but Ilulu is still an awesome, awesome thing. And of course, I pre-ordered it because I am human. Alrighty, next one, another one I'm really fucking stoked for. The Shao Tier Nendoroid from Overlord. Finally getting some Overlord figures. I am so sad I still don't have any Overlord figures. I loved the shit out of Overlord when I binged it a couple months ago. Amazing, amazing anime. And yeah, Shao Tier Nendoroid. Fuck yes, I can't wait. I love Shao Tier. I think she is an amazing, amazing character. I would absolutely love it if they gave us an aura as well. They're doing Albedo as well. They're re-releasing the Albedo. I have that as well. We'll talk about that in a second. But I really want them to do Aura. I love Aura as a character. Ainz, I would much rather get a different figure from. I don't really like the look of the Nendoroid Ainz. It just looks so fucking weird, and I think it would just look so out of place on my Nendoroid shelf. So I don't really like the look of the Nendoroid Ainz. But I think that I definitely want an Ainz eventually, but I don't want the Nendoroid Ainz. But the Shao Tier looks amazing. I love the character, but I really want them to do Aura. I love Aura. Aura is easily one of my favorite characters at Overlord. I love Aura. So that would be awesome. But Shao Tier, amazing Nendoroid. Love the umbrella. That's awesome. Yeah, this was an instant pre-order when they put this up. Albedo, yeah, like I said, Albedo Nendoroid re-release. I pre-ordered this the second it went up. I love Albedo as a character. Unfortunately, she's not going to come with the Ainz body pillow. That pisses me off. Why did they not just make that a regular accessory? It's a fucking good smile. Pre-order exclusive, so you can't even get it anymore. What an amazing accessory to not let anybody have, man. Fucking damn it, man. Okay, one that I am low-key so unbelievably stoked for, like you guys have no idea. This is actually probably my this is probably the Nendoroid that I am the third most excited for, man. The Mommy Nanami Nendoroid from Rent-A-Girlfriend. I fucking loved Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2. It is among my favorite anime of the year. I loved the hell out of it. And the Mommy Nendoroid looks amazing. I recently got Ruka after falling head over heels in love with Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2. I liked Season 1, but Season 2 for me was fucking immaculate. I absolutely loved it, and I absolutely love this Nendoroid, and you can see I got the blue heart base for her, and I'm going to get the yellow one to go with Mommy as well, and I might even get the red one and get the Sumi as well. I don't have Sumi pre-ordered because Sumi's actually been sold out. Her pre-order is sold out, so I don't have her pre-ordered. I don't actually know if I'm going to get her, though. I love Sumi as a character. Don't get me wrong. I love Sumi as a character, but I actually kind of don't like the look of her Nendoroid. It just looks very basic and plain and not really all that extravagant, but Mommy's looks absolutely amazing. I love the character. I love, I'd say Ruka's probably my favorite character of the show so far, but I would say Ruka, Sumi, and Mami are pretty much equal for me. I absolutely love all three of those characters, and Chizuru's trash. Don't talk about Chizuru. Chizuru's like the worst fucking female character of any anime I've ever seen ever. Fuck that bitch. Although by the end of season 2, I did kind of start to like her ever so slightly, so maybe season 3 will finally change that, but 2 seasons straight, I think Chizuru's trash, so, but yeah, Mami, I cannot wait for this nendoroid. I love that they included her fucking death stare. That is absolutely awesome. And the little text messages as well. Oh, she's such a bitch and I love her so much, man. But I think this nendoroid looks awesome. I don't know what it is about this nendoroid, but the outfit, the face sculpt, I think it looks amazing. I'm really, really excited for this one. Like I said, this is low-key like the nendoroid that I'm like the third most excited for. I cannot wait for this figure. Oh, another absolute huge one. This is probably in my top 10 at least. I'm so stoked for this. The Figma Nobara. I can't believe I have to wait a whole year to get this figure. Figma Nobara Kugisaki from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is easily the Jujutsu Kaisen Figma that I am the absolute most excited about. Nobara is my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen, at least at the moment. We've only got season 1 and 0 right now, but season 2 is on the horizon, and I cannot fucking wait for this. I love Nobara as a character, and this nendoroid, and this Figma looks absolutely immaculate. I already talked about in the Kaguya-sama Figma review, if you saw that. I talked about how amazing I think that the dress looks on this Figma, how they made the dress cloth and the rest of regular sculpted plastic. It looks immaculate. I love that they included her straw doll. That's amazing. The nails, this Figma looks fucking extraordinary. This is literally one of my most anticipated Figmas. I'm so stoked for this figure. Oh, another one I cannot wait for. This is probably my 4th most excited nendoroid. Mizuno nendoroid from Zombieland Saga. I fucking loved Zombieland Saga. Zombieland Saga, low-key, currently my favorite mappa anime. Oh my god, Zombieland Saga is absolute banger. If you have not watched Zombieland Saga, you fucking need to watch it. And before you go watch it, Zombieland Saga is the definition of an anime that you go into knowing fucking nothing. Do not look up the plot, do not look up any trailers, just go watch it, because holy shit, it will blow your fucking mind. It's an amazing fucking anime. I love it to death, and the second they announced this, because I missed out on Sakura and Junko, I wouldn't buy Junko, I don't like Junko, but, well, I don't like Junko from Zombieland Saga, okay? But let me make sure that the Danganronpa fans know I'm talking about the Zombieland Saga Junko. I don't hate her as a character, but she was like easily my least favorite of all the girls, so let me just say that. But Sakura, I absolutely would have bought if I could get her for an affordable price. I love Sakura. But I, honestly, one of my favorite characters of the show, not my absolute favorite character, my favorite character from Zombieland Saga is 100%, absolutely zero contest, Tai Yamada. She is a god tier fucking character. I love Tai so much, and hopefully they will do a Tai nendoroid, because I need that in my life, please. But Mizuno is a very close second. I love the fuck out of her of a character. Very quick little spoiler thing, mute the video right here if you don't want Zombieland Saga spoilers, but her death scene is literally like the best fucking thing in anime history. Oh my god, her death, that's literally like the best death scene in anime history. I don't care what anybody says. What an amazing fucking death scene. So yeah, that is that. You can go ahead and unmute the video. You see the thumbs up? That means unmute the video. Absolutely stoked for this nendoroid. This thing looks fucking awesome. We're coming it down to the end here. Another absolutely massive one though. Oh my goodness, I'm so stoked for this fucking Figma. And the thing with it is I don't even know that much about this character. I have not finished this show, and I really don't have any intentions of ever finishing this show. But the Figma Tokisaki Kurumi from Data Live. I watched season 1 of Data Live. I thought it was okay. I haven't had the desire to go back to it though. I thought it was okay. It was decently written, but the thing about it that stood out the absolute most was this fucking character. Tokisaki Kurumi is a fucking awesome character. I love her as a character. She is horrifying and awesome, and the whole clock thing and the guns, oh, she is badass. That scene when she like uses when the dudes are like terrorizing the puppy dog, and then she comes in and like puts them as target practices and starts terrorizing them. What an amazing fucking scene, dude. What an amazing character. I love Tokisaki Kurumi as a character, even though I haven't finished the show yet. And I don't know, in the comments, if you're a Data Life fan, let me know in the comments if Kurumi gets even more awesome throughout the series, because that might make me go and check out the series. But I love her as a character. I love her design. I love her, everything about her as a character. Honestly, she's such an awesome character. And the second I found out that this Figma existed, I pre-ordered it. I cannot wait for this. Unfortunately, this Figma is over a year away from coming out, so that fucking sucks. I am dying for this Figma, and I literally have to wait over a year for it, so that sucks. But this is easily one of the figures I am the most excited for. I cannot wait for this fucking figure. Even though I really don't know much about Data Live or the character, this Figma looks amazing, and I do love this character, even from the very short amount of time I've seen her, so awesome. And the final one, the final official pre-order I have, this is another pretty big one, the Raphtalia Figma re-release. Amazing. I hated Shield Hero Season 2, let me make that very clear. I love Season 1, hated Season 2, I thought it was garbage, but the Raphtalia Figma, as soon as they put this up for re-release, I pre-ordered it. I'm so unbelievably stoked for this, and I also did get the Naofumi Shield Pack as well that they also put up as well. Amazing Shield Pack that you get all of the Season 2 shields, and a few from Season 1 that you didn't get. The main thing I'm getting, the main reason I pre-ordered this is for the Soul Eater Shield. That was really the only one I really wanted, was the Soul Eater Shield. The rest of them, they're okay, but they're from Season 2, and Season 2 is trash. I really just wanted the Soul Eater Shield, and for me, it was worth the price, so I'm really, really excited for that, but I think the pack looks really, really cool, and I'm very excited to get it. But Raphtalia Figma re-release, that is amazing. I have been eyeing up the Raphtalia Figma for a very long time. It's just been way too expensive for me to pull the trigger on, for me to justify getting, especially over other Figmas that I've wanted more. I love the character. I love the first season of the show, and I absolutely cannot wait for this. This is another figure I'm very, very fucking excited for. And it's not even that expensive, actually. Figma Raphtalia is only like 80 bucks right now on BBTS, so I think that's a very good price for a Figma, definitely. And real quick before we leave here, I will quickly address a few that I am almost 100% going to pre-order, so I wanted to address these. The Papa Prig Chihiro from Danganronpa, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's one I'm absolutely going to get, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, Chihiro, Danganronpa, of course. I love Chihiro. I love Danganronpa. Put them together. Awesome. Papa Braids are pretty cool too. I don't love Papa Braids, but I do really like them. So yeah, you got love and you got really, really like. Like Figmas are love, nendoroids are really, really like, and Papa Braids are like a below that. So I guess it would just be really like and not really, really like. and then lastly is the Nendoroid Nagi from Blue Lock. Now this one I'm a bit on the fence about actually getting, because I think Blue Lock is a big enough show that it will get some Figmas, and I would much rather have Figmas for Blue Lock, and I love Blue Lock. Blue Lock has been a fucking amazing anime. Literally low-key one of the best animes of 2022. You need to be watching Blue Lock. If you're not watching Blue Lock, go watch Blue Lock. Go catch up with it, because it's fucking extraordinary. It's literally soccer meets Danganronpa. I don't think I need to tell you anything else. It's a fucking awesome show. I love Blue Lock, and I really hope they do Figmas. I would love Figmas of Nagi and Bachida and all the other dudes as well. Absolutely amazing show. But they have Nendoroid Nagi. Like I said, I think I'm gonna wait for Figmas, but the Nendoroid just look really cool, and I love that they included a base that's like the Blue Lock logo. That's very cool. So this one I'm on the fence about. I do kind of want it, but I also kind of would rather wait and see if they do Figmas. So that's the final thing, but I just wanted to point that out real quick. That is it. That is all of my Figmas. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, it was a pretty fun video. I just kind of shot the shit with you. This would definitely be a video I could see you just kind of throwing on in the background and, you know, cleaning your house or your room or something while you're listening to me talk. I don't know, maybe if you did that, maybe throw me a comment down below telling me you did that, because that would make me happy. But it was a really fun video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got to talk about a ton of figures I'm absolutely stoked for. And yeah, you can look forward to just about all of these reviews at some point throughout the next couple years, because like I said, I don't really have any intentions of canceling any of them, assuming that nothing goes wrong and I can actually get all these figures. You will see reviews of them almost 100% assured. But there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and maybe give me a like if you did enjoy it. I just want to throw that in there real quick because yeah. But thank you so much for watching the video if you enjoyed it. And this is DK Guillotine signing out. My throat really hurts. I talked a lot.